sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Hall will throw it. Grabs it in the middle.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipke if they can stop him on 3rd down. Trying to get the edge on the right. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. From the gun, give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this. Defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's got it down the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Tigers! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
From the gun, the ground game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Clemson! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. He'll go out of bounds at the 39. Good return, and the offense could certainly do a lot worse than this for starting field position. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Paul to go up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cheek.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Hall will throw it. Fires to the big fella. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running it to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Cheek. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
And the Trojans will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Trojans. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Ohio State is just getting blown off the field right now in Columbus, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. They're trailing by 21 to North Carolina. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Turning it on! He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his target down the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Runs through a tackle.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
He's got him in the flat. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy. And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Hall to go up top. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going for it all. He's got it on the outside. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'll immediately call timeout. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the play fake. He wants it all. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Time to take a shot. He's got it on the left. Breaks into the open. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
From from the gun. Running back gets to give. Got enough for the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, USC.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Hall will throw it. Right down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Holden fires it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Barnes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if...
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Trojans! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback extends the play. That's reeled in. It's Hoffman. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
To the air on first down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Hauls it in. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Finds his tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later and take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Going to try to get it himself. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Quarterback adapting. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Here on third down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well. I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Quick update. Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here and throw in the towel. Stop this fight.
And the returner is stopped. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Receiver going in motion. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution.
There he goes! And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll move the wide receiver. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Hall to go up top. Flips it out in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This has been a dominant performance by the Clemson defense. They have kept the offense in reverse all day. He's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Clemson.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Snags it inside the 20. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's complete, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Hall will throw it. Gets rid of it. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, USC! A great catch and run for 6.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
28.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Buck. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
They'll move the tight end. The give to the left side. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.